Do you guys want to play
it?
Two Truths and a Lie?
Yeah. For TikTok?
Yeah.
You go first.
Okay.
I'm blonde.
Okay.
I used to play competitive basketball.
Okay, obviously not.
And Victoria's been sleeping with my boyfriend.
Are you kidding?
What?
You've been sleeping with my boyfriend. I know.
Can you turn the phone off?
No.
Welcome to my channel, She Glow. We come here and glow, baby, and that is on period, girl. You guys, I am so sorry that I'm late with this video, but unfortunately we've been having some technical difficulties in Texas as well as Louisiana. So child, I'm about to give y'all some tea. There's a video I've been wanting to record, but I've been kind of going back and forth about it. Do I want to record it? Do I not want to record it? And you know what? I'm gonna record it. Yeah. This story time, as you can see, is about the time that I got cheated on. Yes, y'all. I got cheated on. I got my heart broke. I was sad. I was crying. I was all over the place. But let's get into it, girl. So, one of my exes, who I will not name, because there is no beef there, but I am going to be talking about this story. So, we're just going to call her Scorpio. I ended up meeting Scorpio from a one-night stand that turned into a relationship. We started to date. We ended up moving in together. So here we are. Let's fast forward a little bit. During this part of the relationship, it just had fell off really bad. For me personally, I feel like during that time she was extremely bold. She was being extremely disrespectful. And I want to take like accountability as well, because like I should have left, but I didn't. I stayed, you know. Y'all already know how that go. And it just seemed like the levels just started going up. It was like, oh, disrespect. Oh, really disrespect. Okay, disrespect. Super disrespect. Like, it just kept going. Like, it was a nonstop thing. And it just caused me to, like, resent her. But I didn't have the courage to walk away from her. So we just ended up being in an apartment together and basically becoming, like, roommates. We were arguing all the time. We wasn't having sex. And things just got really troublesome between us, right? And we slept in a bed together. She's on one end, I'm on the other, and it became like something that was extremely consistent. So I remember being on the phone with one of my best friends, and I was like, yo, I believe that she's cheating on me. Because, you know, like when you're being cheated on, nobody has to tell you. You just kind of feel it. You know how things go, and you can tell like someone's stepping out. And I started getting that feeling. I didn't know with who, I didn't know with what, but I did know that she was cheating on me. Some of my friends was like, hey, you guys could talk about it, try to move forward in the relationship. My other friends was like, you need to leave her alone. I didn't have any proof. So I think maybe I kept telling myself that's why I didn't want to leave, because I really didn't have any proof, but I had proof. I always tell people confirmation is confirmation. Yeah, like you don't need to go get confirmation. Having to get confirmation is confirmation. I said it right the second time. Don't laugh at me. Y'all know what I meant. So I get a phone call from one of my friends. We're on the phone. We're running it. Ha ha ha. He he he. I get a friend request. So I'm going to like backdoor and give y'all a little info so you could kind of see when I talk about this friend request of why it blew up the way that it did. So months prior to us getting into the space of not liking one another, I remember her coming home from work one night and she was like, babe, it's this girl that I work with that was trying to talk to me. You know, my coworkers had let me know she was trying to spit game at me, but I wasn't interested in her. You know, and I told them, I'm like, I got a lady or whatever. So I thought that was weird that she was telling me that. I did. Cause I was like, okay. Cause I'm not the jealous type. And I'm not saying I don't get jealous. I'm just not that person. Well, let me reword it. I'm not insecure. So I understand if you're my partner, I know you fine. Because I like them like that. And I know there's other people that are going to look at you. And I don't mind that. Because when we're together, you know, like, as long as we're here, I don't give a damn about people looking at you and all that shit. Because if we have a strong foundation, that other shit doesn't matter to me. I don't care about stuff like that. But it stuck with me. But I still, at that time when she told me, I really looked over it and I tried to act like it was nothing, because honestly, like, I just don't think I thought that much into it. Like, I just didn't think it was that deep. I really didn't. If I'm gonna be honest, I really was like, okay, you're telling me this because of what? And it's like, now I look back on it, it's like, okay, that should have been a sign. But I think because we were in a good space, that I wasn't thinking like, okay, you're doing something, because we weren't in a bad space at that time. So I think I was so caught into us being good and me not wanting to blow shit up over that. But it was weird that she was telling me that. But anyway, let's fast forward. So this piece of information, gonna add it to this piece of information, so then it can make sense. So you know how I just said that I was on the phone with one of my friends, right? I ended up getting a friend request randomly, just friend request, and I get them all the time. I'm big on social media. I have a lot of friends, so I don't think nothing about it. But this girl stuck out for a few reasons. So number one, years ago, this girl tried to talk to me. I really didn't pay her any mind because she's a little younger than me, and then she's a femme. I don't date femme. I like studs, and plus she's a little younger. I don't really like dating people that are just younger than me. It's not for me. I ain't saying this for you. It just ain't for me, okay? And so she sent me a friend request. I accepted, and something in my mind said, go to her profile. So I go to her profile, and I see where she works. And it's the same place that my ex works. And I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but something in my mind had clicked. And I was on the phone with my friend, and I said, this is who she's fucking. This is who she's fucking. And my friend was like, Shakira, you are being... I said, no. I'm not being... I said, this is who she's fucking. And she said I was crazy. She said I was crazy. She did. She said, Shakira, no. I said, yes, she is. This is who she's fucking. I feel it. It's no way. It was so... y'all, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's that Pisces, that psychic. But I felt it. I felt like she was fucking her. I felt that shit. And I was like, there's no way I feel this strongly. So I inboxed the girl and I said, if you want to fuck her, you can do that, but don't send me any friend requests on that other shit. And y'all, like, now looking back on it, I shouldn't have did that. But honestly, I was in a moment. Everything was just so messy, and I think at that point I just didn't give a fuck. So I just like super reacted. I wouldn't do it now because I don't feel the need to argue with somebody else to try to do all that over somebody that's supposed to be with me. If you're supposed to be with me and I have to go into conversation with somebody else about you, then you're not for me. And you need to be for the streets. I really do feel like that. So like, I wouldn't do that shit now, but definitely then I was with all the shits. Give me all the smoke. I want all that shit. I definitely felt like that then. And she was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was trying to talk to you. She was lying. And I knew she was lying. And I think she was like, damn, she caught me. Yes, bitch, I caught you with your lying ass. I'm on the phone with my friend. And I'm like, I knew it. She fucking She going out. She doing all this shit. And my friend's like, Shakira, no. You're over exaggerating. You're overthinking. I said, no, I'm not overthinking shit. I know this. So I told my friend, I was like, I'm going to call my ex. She was my girl at the time. So I'm going to call her. And I'm going to play this shit to see if she's really doing this. And she was like, what? I was like, let me call you back. I called my ex. I'm like, so you cheating on me? She was like, what are you talking about? I said, oh, so you fucking whatchamacallit. And don't lie like you ain't fucking her, because I took out the phone with her and she done told me blah, 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 blah. Long story short, my ex definitely like caved in and was basically just saying everything. And y'all, my heart fell in my chest because I had no type of nothing about that situation. It was just literally going on good. And I was right. And I told her, I said, well, I didn't know any of that. And she didn't tell me shit. But thank you. Thank you for fucking telling me that. And I got off the phone with her. And you know, I cried. I definitely cried. Like, I was just a big ball of emotion. I feel like, you know how like when you and somebody going through shit and like you be so angry, y'all arguing so much and it's just no talking, like you really don't take in the time to just let it out. Like crying, like I think through that situation I cried like that, but it wasn't as much. I don't think I was like that emotional. And I think when that happened, that was my time for me to just like let it all out and just cry. And I cried. Like, I cried like a fucking baby. Like, I cried for days. I was so hurt. You know, because it's one thing, you know, when you know, and when you are like told, like, hey, I am cheating on you. Like, it's so different. Like, when you could be like, oh, you cheating on me and you hurt, but like when the person tells you, like, yeah, I'm cheating on you. Oh, look, how dare you cheat on me? You know, but nah, definitely like it hit a nigga where it hurt for real. She ended up coming to get all her stuff and she moved out. It took her like 3 days to move out. It was like 2 or 3 days. And I think through those 3 days, she like tormented me low-key. Like, I don't know, like I kept seeing her knowing that she had cheated and stuff. And like the girl, oh, like, okay, so I'm a Pisces, right? So the girl she cheated on me with, her birthday is like 2 weeks before mine. So yeah. That was like real life, some real ruthless shit. But outside of that, it was just like, it's kind of like she left me for her. Like, I don't think she would have walked away like that if we wouldn't have had the like argument and she like, oh, well, I'm just gonna leave. Like, I feel like we would have stayed in that situation. But I really feel like also like she wanted a reason to go, and I just gave it to her. Like, you don't got to do all that with me. And I think that's one thing in our relationship that like I didn't understand, because I had already told her, I said, if you ever come into a place where you don't want to do this, you want to do you, whatever, like, let me know, don't drag me in it. I'm super understanding. Like, for me, I'm the type of person, like, if you don't want to be with me, just go. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to argue with me. You ain't got to, like, don't do none of that shit. You ain't got to do that with me. Just say, I want to do me. And like, yeah, I'm human. My feelings are going to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because I care about you. I love you, whatever. So, of course, in that moment, I'm feeling these things about you then. So, of course, I'm going to be hurt. I'm human. But I would take it, like, I would have more respect for you if it's a conversation of this is what we're doing, rather than you just dragging me along and then you trying to get, like, want me to, like, push me to argue with you so you can go. You don't never have to do that with me. And I think I told her that. I was like, if you wanted to leave, you could have just left. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just weird. If I'm gonna be like 100% like honest, because I'm the type of bitch, like, I'll be real. After she did leave, like, time down the line, we did like hook up once or twice. Like, we did have a moment and slipped up. But then it was like, it just wasn't it. Like, you know how like you and somebody break up and it's just emotions are everywhere and everything is so heightened and you miss each other. You just go through that weird like middle part where you guys might hook up. I'm not saying this for everybody, but I'm saying I did go through it, and like I know other people that have like experienced the shit. Like, we just had like a moment. It was a moment of weakness and it just fucking happened. But yeah, I got fucking cheated on. Bitch, that was ghetto. It was so ghetto. I also want to like take some accountability for this, you guys. I think like in I don't remember what video it was, but I did tell you guys, I was like, remember when I was younger, like I was a serial cheater. So I cheated on everybody but her. Well, I ended up cheating on her low-key, but not low-key, because that situation had happened and I was doing whatever. But like, I wasn't the best person. I was a cheater. And you know, I feel like that was like karma low-key too, because it was like, yeah, you know what that shit feel like, huh? It fucking sucks, huh? But it did, like, it built me and it taught me a fucking lot. Like, I know a lot of times people go through that and they are bitter or they're angry. And I'm not gonna say I didn't go through those points, but I didn't stick in that. Like, now I'm thankful that she did that. I'm thankful for the eye opener. I'm thankful for that situation because it definitely like opened my mind to a lot of things about myself. It made me do a lot of shadow work. It made me do a lot of processing. It made me do a lot of you know, like checking into me, like checking on self and making sure I'm okay, and being real about myself with a lot of things that you know, that I was dealing with that I didn't work on. You know what I'm saying? Like I was stubborn. I didn't know how to effectively communicate. I was shut down. I did so much. And when that situation put me in that space of like heartbreak, true heartbreak, like crying and mad and bitter, like when I was going through all of that, I feel like I was like learning myself again almost. So I had to like I don't know the word, but I had to like switch up things in my mind to, you know, say, okay, I don't want to be in a situation like that again. And rather than constantly like you for what she did, but me also like take accountability and responsibility for my actions as well. Like throughout our situation, you know, there was so much that happened and we stayed together, and I didn't know my worth then. I had low self-esteem then. I felt like I just needed someone to be there with me, and it was so much stuff. And I feel like when that situation happened, it changed my view. It changed how I felt about myself. It changed how I would deal with other people in the future. So I'm like so thankful that that happened, because if it wouldn't have happened, like I don't think I would have got, you know, that insightful about myself. I also want to say this as well to anybody, and this is from someone who has been a cheater as well as been cheated on. If there's ever a time where you're with someone who is mistreating you, who is cheating on you, who is lying on you, leave. Time does not fucking matter, okay? Let's say you've been with them for 6 years and they've done that for 6 years. Do you think you can do another 6 years of that? Like, don't think about we put in this much time. Think about, do I want to put in more time dealing with the same shit? Walk away. Nothing is wrong with it. For your sanity, your happiness, leave. And to someone who is considering cheating or who have cheated, don't do it. Don't do it. You know, if you feel the need that you're gonna have to step out on somebody, do your own fucking thing. Let me tell you, being single and doing you is it. Do that. Don't put someone's feelings and emotions, you know, in a space like that. You know, you don't know what things like that can do to people, not even just for the now, but for the future. Consider things like that. You know, and if you're not happy and you feel like you got to do it, you don't need to be with them anyway. People compromise. People make shit work and they stick together. They put in the effort. And if you feel like you're not getting this from your partner and you've expressed yourself and you're not getting anywhere, that might not be your partner. Thank you guys for watching my channel and being nosy. Well, you know what? I let y'all in on my business, so I ain't even gonna say y'all being nosy, but you know. Bye. Let me love boy, what you know. Let me love boy, what you know.